live stream Memorial Day weekend, baby. Just hanging out after dinner in the movie room. I need to be able to see stuff here to see messages and talk to people. Got stacks and stacks of movies around me. I could talk about some of them. We'll see who shows up first. And then we'll go around and maybe show off some movies in the old movie room. How's everybody doing out there? We got 3 in here. Who's out there? Who's in the hizzy? Actually, I have this 3-pack here that I never opened. Do I have Chasing Amy on Blu-ray? What's up, folks? PMac Movies. Talking Smack with PMac. I don't know, I just came up with that name. We'll probably take a look at some movies around here. We can talk about news items. Probably not. Nobody wants to talk about that. I could figure out the movies I have in my collection because I look around and I'm like, oh, I have that? Sweet. We'll wait for some people to participate here before we get started. We need a little interaction. These live streams tend to take better certain times of day, days of the week. I don't know. The day before Memorial Day, I don't know how things are going to go, but we'll see. Man, I should open these movies I haven't opened yet. Mike in the hizzy. Got a few movies here that I didn't open because I wasn't sure if I was going to keep them from the Dollar Tree sale. I don't know why I didn't open this one. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time. Take a look at this little Yu-Gi-Oh! Looking good. And then we have a Scream Factory. Yeah, Scream Factory. You always got to check these discs, especially when they're DVDs. Blu-rays are usually good. That one looks mint. And then we got an Olive here, Diary of Chambermaid. Well, Mike, I just got this party started, so we'll see. We'll see if other people show up. When you just do these live videos unadvertised, you don't necessarily get a whole lot of people to the live video. So this is another Dollar Tree one that I heard it's pretty, I guess I've heard mixed things about it. I know some people found this on Blu-ray though. The Eyes of My Mother. I did not find it on Blu-ray around here. So I got the DVD of it. Mike, what are you going to watch tonight, sir? You going to watch any movies? I didn't watch any movies today. I watched tennis. But last night I did watch Crimson Tide, starring Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman. And it is a good 90s submarine movie. Maybe I should watch another submarine movie. I'm not a big fan of submarine movies. It's also obvious, totally blatant propaganda. Like, oh, back in this time, the submarine captain had the power to launch a nuclear weapon. Yeah, okay. So just these submarine commanders had that much power that, give me a break. If that was real, it obviously would have happened. If like everything was what we're told that it is, and there's all the, there's always these conflicts, and it could, this country could be doing it, and then you get, so basically what the movie is that Russia they have somebody there that has a nuclear weapon, and he could launch it or whatever, so they get some sort of communication that it's going to happen, so they have to strike before it happens. And then, Denzel Washington's character's like, no, we need confirmation on this. And Mike says submarines do seem obsolete now. Yeah, it's hard to say exactly what's going on with submarines, but I could really pick apart. I could just pick like anywhere and start talking about some movies. The closet's actually where I have a lot of my watched movies, though. But we're in shambles a little bit in the movie room, but I have a whole room for my movies, so it's not too big of a deal. Man, we really don't have many people joining in. PMAC Movies is just not. It was building. It was building up, and then I started having to talk about things that people weren't comfortable with, and they said, "I just want to hear about movies," and they moved along. But anywho, good riddance to them. I did have a few other submarine movies that I had out yesterday. Oh, here's one. Maybe you guys know about this one. And then there was another one that I thought I had right there. Did I take it in the bedroom to possibly... No, I don't think I did. Well, the one that I was taking a look at was this K-19, The Widowmaker, which it looks like Harrison Ford and Liam Neeson are Russians in this movie, which is interesting. I've never seen it. I've had the Blu-ray now for a while since I was able to get it for a good deal. I might even have that on DVD too. I think maybe I didn't have it on DVD, which is why I got that. And then I do have like the most famous one, I believe, is a Wolfgang Petersen movie, which I think I have that on Steelbook, but it's somewhere in the piles. I just knocked into one of my piles apparently. And nothing important, hopefully just some DVDs. But I got Hunter Killer here on 4K. I haven't watched this one either. I'm not really that big on submarine movies, but I had heard some good things about Crimson Tide pretty recently, and I tend to like Denzel Washington, Gene Hackman. He kind of seems to be more of a dick in a lot of movies. He's still pretty good though. So, I'd heard good things about it. I remember it when I was a kid, back when my dad rented movies. I remember it being one that was like at the rental store, but I don't think we ever got that one. It's possible that we did, actually, but I don't remember it. But it's a pretty good movie. But I do think it, movies have little, like, truths in them through some of the stuff that they show. And, I feel the same way about war movies, Mike. Yeah, they don't interest me, but they could still have some truth in them. And, I think just taking a look at how they say, oh, the president is the most important, or has the most power in the world, and then second is Russian something or another, and then the third is the submarine commander. It's like, yeah, okay, people believe that. Hunt for Red October is another one. So we got Hunter Killer, Gerard Butler, Gary Oldman. Speaking of that. Let's see how our movie room looks over here. We won't show you too much of it. It's pretty messy. But looky what we got here. We got the Jack Ryan collection on 4K. Very affordable. Some of my other clothes in there and movies. But Jack Ryan collection, this has been a very affordable several times, and I recommend that people do get the 4K because the regular Blu-rays of this were very early on in the Blu-ray game, and they're not very good. So this has Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit, which is the recent one with, what's his face, the guy who played Captain Kirk, Chris Pine. He's alright, he's not bad. And then you got the two Harrison Ford ones, the one with Connery and Baldwin, and then the one with Ben Affleck. And I've seen all these movies. I could certainly stand to re-watch the older ones, because although I've seen them probably once for some of them, but more than once for several of them, I could stand to watch these again. I really don't remember a lot. I don't think that they're that great. I think, you know, Hunt for Red October is considered the best one, and I don't really remember loving the Harrison Ford ones. Like I feel like I was kind of underwhelmed with those. But it's nice to have the 4K. I mean, the codes for these, you get a code. Basically what you get is you get a digital code for each movie in the set, and they all work for both Vudu and iTunes. So, yeah, that worked out pretty good. I think I probably ended up making money for that. Another one, I'm going through just looking at some movies. Another 4K that I have is Tom Cruise in War of the Worlds, and I have the Blu-ray of this too, which I need to sell. I can't remember. Maybe somebody did want that one. I can't remember. Maybe I might have already sold it, or Kimberly might have told me she wanted it. I can't remember. But this is one that I could stand to watch again also. I do tend to like these Tom Cruise, sci-fi. But this one, you know, this one I think was just mediocre. I didn't love it, but it was decent at least. We got a classic here on 4K. Charlie's Angels. No, just kidding. The Shining. The Shining on 4K. So they must have put this 4K out right before Dr. Sleep, because it says, watch Dr. Sleep. Dr. Sleep, fantastic movie. I would prefer Dr. Sleep to The Shining. Not to say The Shining's a bad movie or anything like that, but Dr. Sleep, I like that movie a lot. And then we do have the new Charlie's Angels here. The new Charlie's Angels. It was kind of fun. Patrick Stewart's in it. Can't be too bad with Patrick Stewart in it. I'm just kind of going through. We got some underrated movies over here. Some movies that I think are a good time, maybe a little bit underrated. What do we got? John Carter. Shining is a classic. Dr. Sleep is great, yes. I have the original War of the Worlds. I couldn't get into the original War of the Worlds. But anyway, John Carter. I thought this was a really fun movie. I did like Taylor Kitsch from Friday Night Lights. So I kind of, you know, if you don't have that background with the actor, you might not necessarily like it as much. But I really had a good time with this movie. And I'm kind of disappointed that, it, you know, allegedly it didn't do well enough for them to continue it. And I had originally gotten this as a used copy from Go Hastings when they were going out of business, or around when they were going out of business. But then I got this slipcover one from Goodwill. E. Diddy and the Hizzy. What else we got over here to look at? Here's an EMAC classic movie, Waterworld on 4K. He was just telling me tonight this is one of his favorites. Kevin Costner. He just can't get enough Kevin Costner. And it just happened to be over here on the floor. Name any movie, and I will find it over here. That's because I'm making art here, Emac. Are you watching Gladiator? Waterworld isn't... They made Waterworld out to be terrible because it had such a big budget and stuff like that. And it's not great, but it's pretty fun. It's pretty entertaining, actually. And Arrow Video put out a longer cut of it. I think it's called the Ulysses cut. Where do I have my... I have the Arrow Video one also. Let me grab that. Which, if I watched it, I probably wouldn't even watch that 4K. I would watch this Arrow Video one that I got with slipcover. So it's called Disc 2, the Ulysses cut. So we got the theatrical cut on Disc 1, the Ulysses cut, 178 minutes for the Ulysses cut. So that has a lot, and I don't think I've ever watched the Ulysses cut. So that's like that's a lot of movie right there. That is a lot of movie right there that I haven't seen. So this one says it's 2:16, which makes sense. So the theatrical is about, you know, so it's 135 minutes. So you're looking at about 40 extra minutes with the Ulysses cut. This is also what you get with the slipcover, and then underneath you get the nice different artworks there. But this isn't the limited edition one that Arrow put out. Mike, do you have the limited edition set? Because this is the 2-disc set, which I got for way cheap. I would have had to pay over 20 bucks for the limited edition. And I think I probably paid about 10 bucks or maybe 11 bucks for that. Richard's in the hizzy. Hey, Richard. Gladiator's a good one. I've seen that multiple times. Enjoy. That's on my Vudu account too. Have I seen the movie Alone? I think I bought like a cheap movie called Alone. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. It was like a low budget kind of indie thing, but there might be multiple movies named Alone, so... Ooh, Mike's got the limited Waterworld set. Very nice. Has a bad reputation. Yes. This is a fun one. It kind of came from the whole, you know, the Harry Potter thing. But, you know, this is great because I like the beginning of it. I like the build-up of it. And, of course, it has Eva Green in it. You got to like that. And it has a beautiful slipcover. You got to like that, too. This is a fun one. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I enjoyed this. This is actually a Tim Burton movie. Glad to have it in the collection. Got this for very, very cheap. It's not great. I thought, you know, it kind of went downhill a little bit at the end, but I think Gladiator is on my Vudu. I can't really check it right now, but I think that it is. I think I have the 4K on my Vudu, maybe. Jay couldn't hold off on the Arrow slips. You know, the thing about the Arrow slips is it doesn't make the movies better, but to me, my thinking is if I ever want to sell it, that makes it a limited edition item. So I think that you're paying $8 for the slip. Once those slips sell out, it's going to be worth a lot more than $8 because there's crazy slipcover collectors out there. More being born every day. Crazy slipcover collectors. What other movie? You know, I was looking at this movie the other day, and it has horrible water damage on it. I got it for like $1, so I'm not too worried about it. Because it actually sounds like an interesting movie, and I think it got horrible reviews. It's The Last Man, starring Hayden Christensen and Harvey Keitel. And I've never heard anything about this movie, so it's not one that anybody ever talks about. Put out by Lionsgate 2019, so actually it's quite recent. But the back of it sounded interesting. In this chilling dystopian thriller, Hayden Christensen plays Kurt, a vet suffering from PTSD who comes home to an unholy, unruly land. The world is so bad, no question, but local street prophet No, played by Harvey Keitel, says it'll get even worse when a catastrophic storm strikes. As Kurt heeds No's advice and readies for the apocalypse, he meets sultry Jessica, who also begins to believe. Yet even as the planet falls apart, Kurt finds his life finally coming together. Sounds like an interesting one. I think somebody took that to the video game store in a rainstorm. They love the Slippies. Have you guys ever heard of this Last Man movie or know anything about it? I doubt it. You guys don't know anything about that. We do have a couple out of print Lionsgate ones sitting over here. Hard Rain, which I originally had this Blu-ray. And I sold it, I think. I sold it. And then I got it back at the pawn shop. But it's got like writing on it. You can see there from somebody's collection. Interesting. Or maybe they had a, I don't know, I don't know, I guess it's from somebody's collection. But you can actually remove Sharpie. I think, does rubbing alcohol remove Sharpie? I'm pretty sure I've removed Sharpie before, like fairly easily. And then from that same haul, I got Drop Zone. Now these Lionsgate ones, from this like era of Lionsgate Blu-rays, these Blu-rays would go bad. They would like bronze and go bad. These ones appear to be okay. Upon just looking at them, they look fine. But yeah, Lionsgate Blu-rays from that era did have issues. You know, I remember them being $10 at Walmart. A lot of those Lionsgate ones. Bill's in the hizzy. What's up, Bill? What are you doing tonight? We're looking through some of my movies. We got one that Joe Masiello sent me here. A 3-pack. And I just needed this Aviator. I already had Goodfellas and The Departed, which The Departed's a great movie. Goodfellas, of course, is a classic. Aviator, I didn't really care for the first time I saw it, but I still wanted to have it on Blu-ray, and this was a very affordable set. How about this one? How about this one here? Oh, yeah, your Las Vegas team's always good, while my Sabres always suck. The Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry collection. Dry erase marker, remove Sharpie. Really? I didn't know that. I'm going to have to check that out. But anyway, I had to get the UK one of this because the US version is more expensive. There is no single of the Deadpool. I believe it's the Deadpool. The other ones are very easily to come across, but that last one, very difficult for some reason. We got Timeline over here. What else do we got? We got a Gangster collection. We got a Frank Sinatra collection. Let's take a look at this Frank Sinatra collection here, which I've never seen. I'm not a Frank Sinatra fan, but when I saw this for, was it 10 or 15, I was like, I don't have any of the movies. I might as well snag it. The ones I'm probably most interested in are Ocean's 11 and Robin and the Seven Hoods. The other ones, I don't know. Some of these are like musicals and stuff. And then with that same item, at that same shop, which was a 7-Eleven, I got the Ultimate Gangsters collection. for 10 or 15 or whatever it was. Then we have a Rita Hayworth, The Ultimate Collection. I think this was like 13 bucks there for a little while. Almost 20 hours of Rita Hayworth movies. This has got The Lady from Shanghai on it. Holy shnikes. I guess I can sell. I didn't even open this. Mike says, I bet that Sinatra set has Guys and Dolls with Brando. Let's take a look, see if he is correct. It does have Guys and Dolls on it. I did not realize that this Rita Hayworth set had The Lady from Shanghai, which I own individually and I don't need to keep since I have it on this. As long as it, you know, it's got its, it might not have its own disc. The thing with Mill Creek, you really do need to check the discs because I've seen, I think, more than one of their discs cracked. These discs look fine so far. It looks like Lady from Shanghai is on a disc with another movie. The individual Lady from Shanghai might be on a 25 gigabyte disc though, so it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like a weaker version, but it could very well be. Looks like all the discs are good. Jay, I think, asked, let's see, Jay asked what percentage of the collection is unopened. Very, very little. I check the discs. If I'm not super excited about it or anything, I might not. This is one that I wasn't gonna like pop open and watch or anything like that, so it's just kind of set here unopened, but I would say 99%, 99 point something percent is opened up. Very little is not opened. What else do we got around here to show off? If you're interested in the Vinegar Syndrome sale, which there are some crappy movies from Vinegar Syndrome, but there's some good ones too. We have The Caller, which is a fantastic movie starring Malcolm McDowell, Madeline Smith. Very unique. I highly recommend this movie. Might be my highest recommended Vinegar Syndrome, although I do like another movie that I have over there very much also, which I'm gonna go grab. I'm gonna put this over there with some of these other Vinegar Syndromes. And I am going to grab another of my favorite Vinegar Syndromes, Deadline, here on Blu-ray. And I'm going to compare this to another movie if I can get to it. Let me see here. It's on the shelf. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, I have My Bloody Valentine over here, which is unopened. I can't... Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So we got kind of movies that are not totally similar, of course, but kind of similar, and they're both really good. We got In the Mouth of Madness and Deadline, which are both about horror writers. You know, this one's played, but this is more of a bigger budget, mainstream one, directed by John Carpenter, put out by Warner Brothers, put out by Scream Factory, got a collector's edition. This one being a, you know, a low budget Vinegar Syndrome. Both very good. Deadline, and I haven't, it's not like I just watched these yesterday and I don't have like a photographic memory, but Deadline, I feel like it focused more on how things affected this guy's life, whereas this one focused more on reality, you know, things about, you know, reality and his reality, and then maybe taking a look at, you know, the viewer's reality a little bit. And it actually, I could really, this one I definitely need to watch again because it's been a few years. Deadline I watched not that long ago, like it probably still a year or two or something, you know, maybe a year ago. But this one, I need to watch again. These are both really, really good ones. And they're both about, like, horror authors. Sam Neill isn't the horror author in this one. He is, let's see, he's looking for the author. But I feel like these have some similarities. So I like those, both of those movies. And movies like that. There's also a movie that's not as good, but it has some interesting elements to it with Val Kilmer, and it was a Dollar Tree one. I do not remember the name of it, but I liked it. We're just going to set this up here because I don't know where it went. Okay, let's see. Did I miss anything that you guys are saying? Not really. Yeah, Indicator has a lady from Shanghai. I don't have the Indicator. It's out of old PMAX price range. Not really, but I'd rather just get the cheap Mill Creek one. What else do we have to talk about over here? What else do we got? We got a bunch of olives. We don't really need to talk about those. This is a fun one. You guys, this one I remember from my childhood. The Man in the Iron Mask. Phenomenal. Very happy to have the Shout Select Edition. Leonardo DiCaprio, Jeremy Irons, John Malkovich, Gerard Depardieu, and Gabriel Byrne. Break out the popcorn and just enjoy this. This thing is first-class entertainment. Very entertaining movie. 132 minutes. You break out the popcorn and the soda, and you got yourself a real nice night with the Man in the Iron Mask. Mike says, I got the lady from Shanghai Indicator and they screwed me by giving me a copy with a blue case. Yeah, the blue case. There seems to be an issue with supply of the clear cases. Geriatric likes the Man in the Iron Mask. Yeah, I love that movie. I love that movie when I was a kid. Me and Charmy watched it not super long ago, maybe, I don't know, probably within the last year, and we had a good time with it. I'm pretty sure she liked it, and I liked it still. What else do we got here I could show? A lot of unwatched movies here. Like I said, a lot of my watched ones are in there. I do have some, like, Disney Steel books out. I got all sorts of crap out here. Just an unbelievable amount of movies over here. I'm trying. What are some other good ones to show off? I got, like, those ones I've showed off recently. I got a lot of Indicators over there. My Arrows. I got all the Star Wars there on 4K. I need to figure. As I do this, I'm kind of thinking, should I watch that tonight? Should I watch that tonight? Should I watch another submarine movie? Probably not, but possibly. We got some JCVD in a 5-pack. They're releasing these JCVD movies on, like, boutique labels, and I've already got, like, the Universal set that has, like, 5 movies on it. MGM sets. We got this Mill Creek set with 5 movies on it. Do I really need these $20, $25, $30 copies of Jean-Claude Van Damme movies? If people want them, that's fine. But, you know, to me, I don't need these in, like, pristine quality. It kind of reminds me of, like, the 90s. I don't need, like, pristine quality to watch these movies. I do need to watch a few of them, though. I'm not sure which ones I've seen out of this. Like, you know, Double Team. I haven't watched all that. Universal Soldier: The Return. That movie's pretty horrible. I haven't watched all of it. The Hard Corps. I haven't watched that. A retired world heavyweight champion. Vivica A. Fox. And so a Special Forces Solidaire. They spelled soldier wrong on the back of this. Come on, Mill Creek. You can't spell soldier right. Is hired by a retired world heavyweight champion to protect him from a powerful thug he put behind bars and was released from prison. Vengeance won't come easy for this ex-con when Van Damme and team are ready to wage war. That actually sounds like it could be a decent one. Does anybody know about the Hardcore? And then Second in Command, I also haven't seen. These could be fun for a, you know, a Saturday night, Friday night at the home movies. Or tonight's kind of like a Saturday since we got tomorrow off. Yeah, the first Universal Soldier is okay. Jay says time for another PMAX sale. You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea. The thing is when I do those sale videos is I end up having a lot of work to do. Nick B says, have you seen Deadly Prey? Let me see. I might... Let's see. Speaking of that, I told you guys you could talk about any movie and I'd probably have it right here. Jennifer in the hizzy. Hey, Jennifer. So, Nick just brought up, I think, this movie, Deadliest Prey, which was put out by Olive. And Hamilton Book had it for probably $5 or $6. I paid for this. Is this any good, Nick? I'm just reading the back of it. Saddest psychopath and a damn fine soldier. Colonel Hagen and his merry band of mercenaries are back for more in the sequel to writer-director David A. Pryor's Deadly Prey. What is this called? Deadliest Prey. So this is a sequel. I need to see the first one. So Nick, how do you get Deadly Prey? Is it on Blu-ray? This is Deadliest Prey, not Deadly Prey. What else do we got over here I could talk about? Vampire in Brooklyn, didn't care for that one. Oh, this is a good one. I don't know if I think I probably talked about this in a reviews video, but I thought this was absolutely fantastic. We got an indicator called Winter Kills. So Nick, who released the first one? Is it on Blu-ray? I'm going to have to look into that. Winter Kills, Jeff Bridges is the main character in this. I have the indicator version. If I had to do it over again, I probably would have just got the Kino version because it's Region A. This is a fantastic movie. Kind of like a conspiracy thriller type of thing. Very, very good. Directed by William Reichert. Anthony Perkins is also in this. This is good. Toshiro Mifune has, I believe, a small role in this. The thing that the indicator one does have over the Kino, we got reversible artwork, which maybe the Kino does have, and this is I think the reversible artwork is probably pretty similar, but we have a nice thick booklet, which indicator does those nice booklets, so that that would, I guess, make it better than the Kino one. So that's a good one. Winter Kills, highly recommended. I've never seen Wall-E. I have Wall-E sitting back here. I've never seen this movie. It never really appealed to me. And I was able to get it for free. I actually bought it on Black Friday for $10 maybe. And then I ended up being able to get it through Disney Movie Insiders for free, so I returned the Walmart copy. Oh, Jennifer got a sealed copy of Dogma. Very, very nice. Yeah, it's out of print. Deep Discount has it for $15. Who put out that Deadly Prey movie? Does anybody know what's the label? The next HB drop should be tomorrow. The guy on Blu-ray.com said he really hasn't been, it doesn't sound like he's been finding a whole lot, so I don't think it's going to be kind of like the last couple sales here where it really was not a very good update. So there's not going to be any like hot items, I don't think, or very minimal. At a rummage sale, $2. Yeah, I mean, you can find great stuff at Goodwill, at flea markets, at yard sales, stuff like that. They're fun to go to, but they can be a lot of work too. Especially, I think if you live like kind of closer to the city, like the suburbs and stuff, you're going to be able to find more of that kind of thing. But living out in the country, it's like, you know, yeah, there's yard sales, but tend to be pretty few and far between. Whereas if you're closer to the city, suburbs, you can kind of just go around the suburbs and find all sorts of stuff. So Olive put out the first one also, Geriatrics telling me. What else do we got over here to look at? We got a little Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis straight to video trash. They were cheap, don't judge me. Judge me if you want, but nonetheless, they were still cheap. Here's a Western over here that looks like it could... This was a Dollar Tree one, and it looks like it could actually be pretty decent. Slow West, and it's got a couple stars in it. Michael Fassbender, Cody Smith-McPhee, and Ben Mendelsohn, who seems like he's in pretty much every movie nowadays. Ben Mendelsohn. But, you know, Michael Fassbender became pretty, you know, a pretty top-flight actor, and also Cody Smith-McPhee's pretty good, too. So, that one, this is actually a Canadian version of that. I'm kind of sick of squatting over here, though. I might have to move. I just saw some interesting stuff over here, so I came over, but my legs are, my joints and everything from sitting down here can only handle so much of that. Alright, so we're going back over here. So I started this video because Charmy was on a call with her family. She might be... I'm going to have to text her and see if she's done downstairs. Alright. Where is she on my phone? Let's see if I missed anybody's stuff here. Low budget goodness. You can find some gems that are low budget. Where did I get the In the Mouth from Madness from? There's like there's no room to even put it back. Okay, there it is. I actually had the Warner edition of that and sold it off, I think. I got some nice... Severin is going to be having a sale coming up, but I think they raised all their prices here. The Black Friday sale was not... I didn't buy anything from it. And then I think I got some of their stuff pretty affordably from like Amazon, and so their sale really, like, it's, you know, it's a big sale. It's supposed to be a big sale like Vinegar Syndromes, and it wasn't very good at all. But the sale before that did have some good deals. We have things like Uncanny, the Uncanny. Their slipcovers aren't nearly as nice as Vinegar Syndromes, but they're still decent. The Uncanny with Slippy Dippy. I'm trying to remember if I actually purchased the Slippy version of this, because they gave me a few where I think I did order the slipcover version for that one. But there were some of these where I did not. The slipcover version was like quite a bit more expensive, and I didn't order it. I ordered like the regular one, and they sent me the slipcover. VIY was one of them. You know, the slipcover I think was like double the price or some crazy thing. But this is what year is this movie from? 67, and it's only 77 minutes. I gotta take a look at this. This looks kind of interesting. It's supposed to be a pretty good movie. I haven't seen it. I did get this, I believe this was like a limited edition. Killer Crocodile. Killer Crocodile 2. That looks like it would hurt. Jesse Swarbrick in the hizzy. Mike, I would say Vampires is the last good Carpenter movie in my opinion. Greg's in the hizzy. What's up, Greg? I did not like Vampires at all. So, and I do like, you know, some of Carpenter's older ones. I'm just going through some of these Severin movies that are on my shelf behind me. I believe this Wax Mask might be a giallo. It says Dario Argento presents, so he was like a producer and he helped write it along with Fulci. I don't think that this movie's very highly regarded. But, you know, Severin put it out with this. It's got a 4K scan. Looks like they got a lot of special features on it. So that, you know, they put a lot of effort into this one. And this was another one. I can't remember if I actually purchased the slipcover. I think maybe I did for that one. But then Skinner. This one I don't think I did. I think the slipcover one was more maybe. Because I remember they sent me a couple of them with slipcovers that I did not buy with slipcovers, but it was kind of like an apology, I guess, because they screwed up in that sale. Their site couldn't handle the traffic or something. Greg says, do you watch Cinema Sickness? I used to, but no, I don't anymore. Aaron Johnson, Starman is a great film, and the comedy memoirs of an Invisible Man is terrific. Starman, yes, I like that a lot. I might have it down here. Let me see. I have it somewhere. It might be in the closet. I can't spend too much time looking for it. I don't see it. I do like Starman a lot, though, with Jeff Bridges. And Memoirs of an Invisible Man, I thought it was pretty mediocre. I liked it, but not a great one. But Starman, definitely a good Carpenter movie. Mr. Old School in the Hizzy, you remind me of a much younger James Cromwell. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Mr. Old School. What else do I got behind me here that I can talk about? We got some Vincent Price collections here. We got, like, you know, the original Vincent Price collection. This is the re-release. It's got 6 movies on it. How many of these have I seen? I've seen most of them, I think, off of this set. Witchfinder General. That Witchfinder General, he is a horrible person. Horrible. It's horrible. Thank you, Mr. Old School. PMAC, did you like They Live and Prince of Darkness? Love They Live. That's definitely a favorite. Prince of Darkness, I did not care for. Let me see if I have those down here. I'm pretty sure I do have They Live, which is right here. Here's They Live. We got the limited edition steelbook of They Live. I originally got the, you know, the regular one, the collector's edition without the slipcover. My buddy Peter from the UK sent me over this slipcover one. Very, very nice. Peter was a good guy. And then the other one, Prince of Darkness. Do we have that over here too? Oh my gosh! I forgot I had the steelbook of that one too, because I also had the standard collector's edition, no slipcover, but I have the steelbook. I might have sold the Prince of Darkness. I can't remember if I sold my other copy of it or not, but this is that's nice looking. That's a nice looking steelbook. I honestly forgot that I had that steelbook. That's pretty sweet. And this is one that Mike actually sent me. I had this, but my copy was a little bit damaged. His is his slipcover that he sent me is a little bit too, but I'm pretty sure it's better than mine. This is a really good movie that I actually need to rewatch, Lord of Illusions. And this is out of print. This is a Clive Barker movie. And it's got some really weird, some stuff that I need to watch again to kind of see if I can totally figure out what the heck's going on in this movie. I really liked it, though. It's got Scott Bakula in it. It's got Famke Janssen from the Taken movies and from the X-Men movies. Scott Bakula, of course, from Quantum Leap. And he's been in other TV shows. Not a whole lot of movies. Dragon Wick, I have not seen that yet. Charmy is good. I just texted her to see what she was doing. She hasn't... Oh, okay, she said just reading, so she must be done talking. That means I should probably get done with this pretty soon. I have Fog, Prince of Darkness, Assault on Precinct 13, Escape from New York Steelbook. Oh, very nice. You got a lot of the Steelbooks. Precinct 13, I actually never finished that. I have the regular one. Possibly with Slippy? I can't see. I think it probably doesn't have the Slippy, but... I like David Cronenberg, but I still haven't watched Rabid. I got it right when it came out, but then it's just never really appealed that much to me to watch it. I'm just looking over here at some of my Scream Factories. Another thing that I may need to watch here at some point, I think this is actually out of print. I think this is probably actually really expensive now. It is the Pink Panther collection here that Shout Select put out. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pink Panther movies on it. I haven't watched any of these. And I have to look it up. Pink Panther Blu-ray collection. The DVD goes for not very much. How about the Blu-ray? It says $300 on eBay. Holy shit, maybe I should sell this. Holy shnikes! Somebody might rob my house for that one. I better not talk about it too much on here. Let's see. Mike says Lord of Illusion is really cool aside from the dated effects, but it's part of the charm. It's so 90s. Yeah, of course you're going to get the dated effects. Ever seen Clown House? I believe it's out of print on DVD and worth quite a bit. I think it's Sam Rockwell's very first movie. You know, Sam Rockwell, being a counselor, there was a video that we showed to people for like a drinking and driving video. And it was like this kid, I think he like drank and drove and killed somebody. And he has to like... he writes something like some sort of apologies or something was part of his sentence. He had to write something down all the time. And Sam Rockwell played the kid in this like short movie. It's kind of funny. It was like a short kind of thing made probably specifically for like rehabs to show and stuff like that. It was kind of interesting that Sam Rockwell was the youngster back in the day. I mean, it was a VHS tape from like the, who knows, 70s or 80s or whatever. P-Mac, have you ever seen the 90s horror movie Sometimes They Come Back? Is that a Stephen King one that Olive put out? I've not seen it, but am I thinking of the right one? Sam Rockwell has a small role in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Really? Yeah, Clive Barker. I always look to see if Goodwill has like Clive Barker books, and I've never seen one there because I'm interested. He's interesting stuff in his movies. It's called Dead Drunk. Did you look it up, Jay? The Kevin Tunnel Story. That's right. Dead Drunk. The Kevin Tunnel Story. It was just like a brief thing. I don't remember it being more than one episode. I'm looking into it now a little bit. But yeah, what year is this from? Air date. It aired in 93. So I said 70s or 80s. So maybe it was made in the 80s or early 90s. But yeah, it was... Yeah, it was just a short one I would show to my groups. But yeah, little VHS. What is the most money you paid for a movie? I know I paid, not a movie, but for my Battlestar Galactica, the complete series, which is sitting right over here. I paid $150 for this baby right here, which at the time was a good deal for it. Now, not so much. My Lost Complete series, I probably paid a little bit more than that, actually. For one movie, some of these imprints that I've been paying over $30 for, maybe those. Mothman Prophecies, some of these other imprints that I've bought, I don't know that I've paid more than that for other movies. 30 something bucks. Yeah, I've never seen that, Jesse. Hey, Charmy. Yeah? You ready to watch a movie? Sure. What do you want to watch? I'm on my live video, so make sure it's PG. Oh. How about Mighty Ducks? Mighty Ducks? Is that the first thing that popped into your head? Mighty Ducks might be G. Maybe. Another submarine movie? Oh, yeah, the second one. Will Smith? That's not a submarine movie, though, and I don't think I could find it. Are you still going to be long in here? Nah, I'm almost done. You're almost done? Yeah. Okay. Do you want to say hi? Hi. Do you want to come on the screen? Or no? Here comes Charmy.
Hi, guys.
Here comes Charmy. There's Charmy.
Hi. Who are they? Hi, everyone. Geriatric Geek. Hi, Bill.
Yeah, you remembered it's Bill.
Of course. The other one, I don't know, Jay something.
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer.
Mike.
Mike Smoothies.
What are you going to do now, Charmy?
I'm trying to get my kitchen sorted out.
What do you have to sort out? It wasn't really messy when I left it.
Yeah, I know. You're being good, Ruby.
Did you eat dinner, Charmy?
No, not yet. I didn't feel like eating.
So are we going to watch a movie now?
Mr. Old School. Ooh, I like that name. Yeah, sure.
What do you guys think we should watch? Let's see what they suggest,
okay,
Charmy.
sure, yeah. Except horror movie.
No horror movies for Charmy. It's fun to watch horror movies with somebody. It's a shame when you don't want to watch them.
I don't like Annabelle, especially that.
Those are my arrows. Those are almost all horror movies.
No, I don't like those.
You watch some Giallos with me, though. Some like
I can watch Supernatural show or.
Because you like Jensen Ackles. Geriatric says Raya. We already watched that.
I don't like Raya. Sorry.
Watch Babe with James
Total
Cromwell.
Recall.
Babe's a good one, but I've seen it so many times.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Total Recall, you know, I was just looking at it over here on the shelf.
How about some Mighty Ducks? Yes.
Did you guys watch the series, the Mighty Ducks series on Disney Plus? It's not that great, but it's fun. Charmy don't like it.
See if Charmy says you remind her of him.
An actor from that movie.
Total Recall? What?
Babe.
Oh, Babe. Man, that old man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. The old guy. I think that's James Cromwell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I look like that old guy.
How about that one?
Demolition Man's a good idea, but last time I looked for it, I couldn't find it. I have to go through the... Have you seen Demolition Man with Stallone? Oh, man, that's a good one. If I had it easily accessible out here, but it's buried somewhere in the closet.
Somewhere in the closet, so can't really...
Heck, I don't know why I couldn't find it when I looked. I'm thinking of where it should be. Judge Dredd, that's another good one. Another good Stallone one.
Nice. Who gave this to you?
I got it from Kohl's. I had to get it to get free shipping.
Those are nice. Where's
Yeah, Lord of Mike says Lord of Illusions. I don't think Charmy would like that one for some. Gran Torino's a good selection.
Gran Torino. I don't know what that is, dear. Lord of Illusions.
Over the Top, man. You're just saying all
Over
these
the
Stallone movies. They really want us to watch a Stallone movie.
I like
Charm.
Stallone movies. I like the Rambo, the recent one. Yeah, I'd like to make tunnels underneath our house.
Yeah, that would be
case.
neat. That would go under other people's houses, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Lord of the Flies.
Let's just occupy the.
Mike says Charmy wants Lord of Illusions.
I don't know what that is.
She'd be like freaking out on me after the first like 5 minutes. Why didn't you pick this to watch?
I'd probably be like hiding myself and then ask Patrick what's going on with the movie. Lord of the Flies. What was that again?
Lord of the Flies. It's where like kids are on this island, and there's several versions of Lord of the Flies. I didn't really care for the Criterion one.
Trouble with the Curve.
Trouble with the Curve. That's a Clint Eastwood. I actually haven't seen that one.
Clint.
Rambo 3.
Yeah, Rambo. Is that the recent one there?
Rambo 3 would be one older one. I don't know if that's from the 80s or 90s when they made that one. Probably the 80s.
Oh! I have to say this.
Unsane. I just watched that one. A Burt Lancaster. That's a good suggestion. Burt Lancaster's pretty good.
The Alien and the Predator. I can watch the first and the second, but the third, I don't know if I can.
What is the Florida Project, Bill? I've never heard of that.
Man, I have to like bend down in order to.
Yeah, there's some DVDs down there. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome is a version of Lord of the Flies. I didn't know that.
Mad Max, is that?
I liked Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. I like all.
Is that the Charlie? What's her name?
No, that's the recent one. That one is what the heck was that called? Mad Max Fury Road. The Salvation.
You tell him I liked the movie that we watched last night. It was Liam Neeson. I like it. One of my favorites. The Honest. What was
Honest Thief, yeah.
Honest Thief. I like the Honest Thief.
The Salvation, are you talking about the Western, The Salvation, with
Nick B.
The Swedish guy, or whatever he is. Maybe he's not Swedish. Mads Mikkelsen. Goofy Comedy, The Great Outdoors. I think I only have that on DVD. I don't think I have the Blu-ray of that. Cobra's another good one. I was actually thinking about that because I know it's on a Stallone 3-pack I have in there. Say What says Mad Max Fury Road prequel is coming. Really? I didn't really care for Fury Road that much. Fury Road's the Charlize one.
Oh, the Charlize one, yeah. It was kind of like, I don't know, like a slow tide.
I don't know. I just didn't get into it at all. I didn't feel like Mad Max was even like totally a main character in the movie. Cliffhangers, another Stallone one. These folks are just obsessed with Sylvester Stallone. They're all after we get done with this live stream, they're all gonna go and watch a Sylvester Stallone movie. Demolition Man's one of my favorites, though. I remember watching it when it was like on TV, so I have fond memories of it. And like Total Recall, same thing. I remember it being on. It just happened to be on TV and started watching. It was like, holy crap, this is good. Stop or my mom will shoot. That is a Friday the 13th box set.
Oh no, I don't want to watch that.
Well, Mr. Old School says House of Wax with Paris Hilton, not bad. I have that, and I've never seen it. Guardians of the Galaxy, we've already seen that. Do you want to watch Guardians of the Galaxy again, Charmy?
I already memorized what happened in that movie, dear, so...
I think I have them both on 4K now.
Just maybe that basketball show.
Basketball show?
You know, that hot-tempered coach.
I've already watched all those.
Oh, man.
So far. What is that, The Big Shot? The Big Shot, really good on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
John Stamos coaches
We've
a high
watched
school
that,
basketball
right? The Tango and Cash. We've watched
I
it.
don't think me and you have. I've seen it. It's Kurt Russell and Stallone, I believe that one is. Kurt Russell and Stallone should have been better. Ghost Ship. Ooh, I gotta see it. Is Ghost Ship and House of Wax, are those on the same 3-pack? I think I have.
Ship, no, I don't. Is that a horror movie, Pat?
It is. I'm not sure how actually scary it is. I haven't seen it, but it seems like it's kind of like a tame horror movie. I could be wrong, though.
Wow, there's a lot of movie.
No, I need to get some more. I don't have enough.
Hey, what are they going to do on Memorial Day? Are they going to gather together with their family?
Ask, what are you guys doing for Memorial Day? Jennifer asked about Greenland on HBO Max. I'm not sure what that is.
I've heard of that.
Event Horizon's a good one. I watched that recently, though. Oh, I'm getting sheepy.
Cover your mouth. Yeah, we're... Barbecue! Can we come? I work. Oh, sorry to hear that. I'm not working finally. Into the... Is that a movie?
I think so. I'm not sure what it is, though.
13 Ghosts.
13 Ghosts. I have that, too. She said no horror movies, and then that's all they do is say horror movies.
Well, I could watch, but I'll probably hide myself under the blanket.
Jennifer knows what's going to happen.
I'm gonna fall asleep during the movie.
That only happens like 5 out of 7 days during the week.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
6.
so true. Like, Patrick always fall asleep. I mean, not always, but like 99.9%.
That's pretty much always.
Commando.
Commando's a great one.
We've watched that.
Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
I've seen it many times. Many times as a kid and older.
How about... Oh, there's wonderful... I don't think if it's been already, it's still like showing, Pat. What's the Quiet Place?
Quiet Place 2?
Quiet Place 2?
It's in the theater.
It's in the theater. Can we go watch that?
Sure, Charlie.
Sure. Do they like that movie? A Quiet Place or something? For the first one?
We'll see. See, Jennifer's like me.
Patrick, he falls asleep even though it's not yet late. Like in the afternoon he falls asleep. Like you know, you wanted to talk about what had happened, and all of a sudden I don't hear anything from him. So I check, but he's already asleep.
I just love movies so much.
I want to see A Quiet Place. Me too. I can't wait.
Yeah, Mike's asking if it's horror. Is it horror, Charmy?
It's a thriller, dear. Like suspense. It's all suspense and whatnot. Horror is like, you know.
I remember we watched that at Eric's house, though. If I was just trying to watch it with you here, I bet you wouldn't even given it a chance. See?
Yeah, more 3. Yeah, especially when there's no words like. What's a Delta Force 2?
Barb and Star. It's I believe it's Chuck Norris.
Oh, didn't you watch that? And you said something about filming it, like shooting it in the Philippines.
Well, a lot of movies like that they filmed in the Philippines.
Hey, I've heard about that.
I think I have that Barb and Star movie that Bill's talking about. Why did you suggest that, Bill? Because I think I have that one. From Redbox. I might have even put it in the bedroom to watch at some point.
Unhinged. That's familiar.
Yeah, that's the one with Russell Crowe. I think you were watching that. That's the one when Eric was watching it here.
Because I saw it on your Instagram.
Oh, Bill's paying attention. Clever. He's clever.
K9 with James Belushi. Sushi? It's a fun comedy.
I don't have that one.
Belushi?
Jeremy, what are you doing down there?
Well, I'm too tall for the camera, so I have to kneel down. Yeah, it's like I'm too tall for it. Yeah, there's a bunch of movies, dear.
Haven't you ever been in here before?
I mean, I take a peek, but
I think it's time to say goodbye, Jeremy.
Top Dog and Chuck Norris.
Do I have I don't know if I have that one. I don't think I do. What are you thinking there, Jeremy? You look like you're in deep thought.
I was trying to remember that movie that we watched before that I really, really like.
Kung Fu Collection, Geriatric says. You like watching the Kung Fu show, right?
I don't mind that, dear. Kung Fu Collection. I don't mind that. I mean, I want something like action-y, but has more stories.
See what? Oh, Top Dog. Is it actually good though? The Top Dog. It looks like it would be something that's pretty silly. Top Dog. I'm gonna look it up.
Hey, dear, Happy Gilmore.
Oh, I've seen Happy Gilmore way too many times. You've seen Happy Gilmore, haven't you, with Adam Sandler?
Let's just watch Poirot, dear.
You've already seen all those.
Well, there's one thing that you haven't really watched. Probably, what? Probably...
Put me to sleep.
Oh yeah, believe you me, he will. Few minutes after.
That doesn't matter what we pick, though, does it? I was watching Madagascar last night. That was kind of
so true. Can pick a movie. Yeah, Patrick always do that. Like, what should I watch? I don't know what to watch. Like, oh come on. Like, there's too much movies right here.
And then I got all these movies, and then Charmy just wants to watch a Netflix thing.
Well, I have a reason for that though, because like we're already in the middle of watching something, like after watching one movie. I don't want you to get up and find movies and it takes you like ages to pick one. Too many choices.
All right, Charmy, time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye, Charmy.
Older.
Breakdown's a great one.
I don't know what Breakdown.
We were watching that before, and then I think maybe we had to do something else, so we didn't finish it.
Maybe Black Hawk Down. Black Hawk, what was that again? Black Hawk?
Black Hawk Down's a movie. A war movie.
I learned to what?
You gotta like scroll it like that.
The latest comedy.
The latest comedy for dates. Gotta keep it light. Get them happy and pleasant and laughing, and then they think they like you because they're laughing. Clever. All right, everybody. Let's say goodnight to everybody, Charmy. Good night.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
Oops. Pushing. I hope you'll have a great Memorial Day. And whoever served... Or like, how do you call that? Thank you, like this have served the country.
Thank you for your service, is what people say.
Thank you for your service, yeah.
All right, everybody, have a nice Memorial Day from PMAC and
Mr.
Charmy.
Old School. Who's Mr. Old School? Bye-bye.